Mentions the debates, the state of the 2024 presidential election. We are right in the thick of it. 74 days from now, voters will decide between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris for president. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Mike Dardis.
And I'm Kelly Rippin. WLWT News 5 anchor Ashley Kirkland reporting live from the Democratic National Convention for us all week. And today she caught up with NBC Nightly News anchor Lester Holt to get his take on all of this. Ashley.
Hi, Kelly and Mike. Well, Lester Holt has not only traveled the country, hearing the stories of voters around the country. He's also anchored from the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee and now the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. He says this will be a tight race and there is still work to be done on both sides. When it comes to politics and elections, America's anchor Lester Holt has seen it all, but this election cycle has been unprecedented. Holt says both bases have an excitement that was clear at their conventions.
I think the level of excitement at both was high. There was a sense of strong unity we saw at the RNC. I think, 4 or 5 weeks, if you had asked me what it would be like coming into the DNC, I would have said, well, it's going to be a little maudlin right now. I mean, Democrats are feeling discouraged. We're seeing just the opposite. I know that there's obviously joy here. They're using the word joy. They're trying to create this sense of excitement. And, as an outsider, largely they seem to have succeeded, at least in terms of getting people's attention and projecting this sense of unity and united purpose.
Now that Democrats have seemed to hone in on that purpose and are riding a high after Harris's nomination, Holt says he believes voters will still want to learn more about her from her speech tonight.
Everybody knows she's been vice president, but we haven't ever looked at her through this lens in this way as the commander-in-chief. I think people are also going to be interested in her speech as how much she will align herself solidly with President Biden's policies. Obviously, she was a loyal number 2. This is a lot different now. She's proposing to the country that she becomes the next president of the United States.
Now that both conventions will be in the rearview mirror, Holt says the debates will be a necessary gateway to helping voters decide on Election Day.
They're two incredibly different individuals with different outlooks on this country, and I think they'll be called to task in a debate format in a way that maybe they wouldn't.
And of course, we will hear more from Lester Holt and his analysis of the DNC tonight with Savannah Guthrie after Vice President Kamala Harris's speech and just ahead of WLWT News 5 at 11. Reporting live from Chicago, Ashley Kirkland, WLWT News 5.